Movie star. Bars. 50 Cent reacts to Michael Rainey Jr. saying he was blindsided by Power 2's cancellation. On Thursday, March 14th, Power fans learned that this upcoming fourth season of Power Book 2, Ghost will be its last season. Dang, that's sad. Apparently, the cast found out at the same time as the public, as the show star Michael Rainey Jr., who plays Tariq, took to Instagram to share his surprise reaction from the news, shortly after 50 Cent responded back. Alright, so basically, from what I read from this, Rainey just found out, more or less. Rainey just found out through Instagram or through social media that the show was being canceled. Like, yeah, that's messed up, my dude. Like, that's crazy because it's like right now your livelihood is based on your income. Whatever you do for your job, you know what I'm saying? You're planning your life out. You're really trying to motivate yourself to get to where you're trying to go. And come to find out, you no longer getting that income. Like, you're gonna work 4 more months and then you need to look for another job. Like, that's crazy. They did the same thing to the employees at Radio Shack when Radio Shack shut down. I remember I was working next to a Radio Shack. I worked security. I looked online. I was like, I went across it. I knew my homeboys that worked over there. I was just like, yo, bro, you know shit about to shut down, right? He was just like, nah, we good though. We good though. We good though. And yeah, a week later, y'all shutting down? Yeah, man, we shutting down. I was like, I told you. I told you. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to be the one to tell you, but I told you. I was like, I told you. I told you. I read it. Anyway, so 50 was like he didn't pick up the phone, more or less. Like, they've been called and they've been trying to tell him, but he didn't pick up the phone. There's a new season of Power coming out, and it's about Ghost and Time, their origin story. Personally, I thought the Kanan story was going to enroll that, but I guess they're going to have their own. I hope it's a spinoff, you know what I'm saying? This way they keep both stories. I hope both stories tie into each other. I think that'll be really dope. Come to find out, last week we covered on BMF that 2 Chainz was joining the cast. We also got Lil Baby joining the cast. Not for nothing. Like, where did that come from? I didn't see that. I asked last week in the comments, what did you think of 2 Chainz' acting job? I've seen a little more of it. And you know what? It's funny. I'm going to put this out there. I love 2 Chainz as a rapper. I do not rock with majority of Lil Baby's music, but I like him as an actor. All right, so coming up next, we got, I don't know, just check it out. Roll the clip.
What it is, Peppy? It's Glossy Mcdaddy. Graduated from high school, now working on my PhD. Peppy holds daddy. I'm managing trigonometry. Now instead of homework, I hand out whole work. And I gotta get back to it. So I hurry up and get with them questions. Darin from Phoenix. Dead Glossy. What's the difference between a gardener and a pimp? Well, that's easy, pimpin'. A gardener don't want no hoes to have kinks. Next question. Victor from Dallas. Dead Glossy. What do pimps and cowboys have in common? Well, that's easy. Both like to throw a hole down, can you dig it? Jimmy from Sacramento. Dead Glossy. Did you hear about a pimp who couldn't turn a profit? It was all over here. Ready from New Orleans. Dead Glossy. What's a fairly common work duty that everyone seems to hate but a pimp might enjoy having? Doing the inventory.
This has been Ask a Pimp with Glossy Mcdaddy.
Hey! I know you got my money. I know you ain't messing around and ain't got my money.
Shout out our sponsors of this video, Rhythm Brewing. Handle that. Next segment. Handle that. Gotta handle that. 50 Cent recently took to Instagram to air out liquor brand, saying that he's not one to be played with, and when he's accused of fraud and embezzlement. I don't really care about that. I mean, 50, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody punk you. Shout out 50 Cent. Not for nothing. That's cool. Next. What's beef? Kanye aims at Drake. Kanye celebrated his track, Carnival, hitting #1, and he took shots at Adidas, took shots at Drake, he took shots at a bunch of other people. I don't know. I don't really care about that shit, bro. All right, Kanye, you dope, bro. I keep doing what you're doing. You're an artist. I just think it's funny that like Drake be all like subliminally hitting you. He's been hitting you for years. I remember I argued with my homeboys about that shit. Like niggas be like, oh, he ain't dissing him. He ain't dissing him. He ain't dissing him. I'm like, yo, at the block, man, I made a right. At the light. They live down the street from each other, man. He came to act. Yo, he pretty much told you how to get from his house to his house. Straight up. All in bars. You know what I'm saying? And then Kanye just come out here and be like, fuck Drake. Yo, if you don't find that funny, I was